Hi everyone. In this session, we are going to learn about data types. So what are the data types? So data types are keywords, or they are also called as the reserved words. And what is the use of them? They are used to declare variables. So data types are keywords or reserved words of Java language. So data types are used for declaring variables. So what are variables? We're going to see later. But we have to understand one thing here. So whenever you are writing a program, this program may need to accept different types of data as input. So different types of data will be given as input to this program. The different types of data can be given as like 1001, Arun, right? A grade of a student like A grade, and the salary of an employee 24,000 to 5, and there is the logical value like true. So these are all different types of data. So these different types of data is given as a input to the program. So when this different types of data is given as an input to this program, so this program has to identify or recognize what type of data is coming in, and then it has to store somewhere the data. And for that reason, it will be using data types. So data types are used for recognizing or accepting the data given as a particular type, so that it can be processed by the program, and then it can produces the output. So that's why we need a data types. All right. We will see what are the data types actually given by the Java language here. So Java language given data types, we call them as a primitive data types. And there are 8 primitive data types are available in Java. And these are divided into 4 categories like integer, there are 4, floating point data types are 2, and a character, to deal with character data, we have a 1 data type, and a logical data type, for that we have 1. So totally there are 8 primitive data types are available here. So now we have to know what exactly their data types, what are those data types we have to know here. So for that purpose, we are going to see here what are those. So the integer types. So what are the integer types we have here? Like byte. So whose range is 1 byte. Same way we have short, whose range is 2 bytes. And there is a int, whose range is 4 byte. There is something called long, whose range is 8 byte. So like this, we have 4 data types are given for handling with, to deal with integer data. And there are 2 data types are given to deal with float data types, and that is a float and whose range is 4 bytes. Another one is a double, whose size is 8 bytes. All right. To deal with the character data, a single character data, we have a data type called char, whose size is 2 bytes. There is a data type which will deal with the logical data types like true or false, something like that, and whose range is 1 bit, because they deal with true or false. So like this, we have 4 categories of the Java provided primitive data types. So they are integers, floating point, character, and logical. So the integer data types deal with the numbers like 120, like 3, 2, 3, 4, 6, 5, some big numbers as well. So they deal with the integers. Floating point data types can handle like 2300, 23, F, 2400, 40. So these are the float and double types. And the character, that is a single char like A or single character enclosed in single quotes. Boolean will deal with the true or false values. So these are the type of data which they deal with generally in our applications. So that's all about the primitive data types in Java. In the next session, we will see about the variables and how variables are useful And how we use data types to declare the variables, we're going to see in the next session. Thank you.